The show is always Share with Kamanzi, and it is always me, Kamanzi Edbert, on Sport Media. It is a channel that gives you updates concerning entertainment, politics, and any other business. Today I have a topic, or we have a topic we are going to discuss about. It is life experience at campus or university. I have brought you students from a certain university, one of the biggest universities in Mbarara. They will introduce themselves to you, the viewer, starting from the extreme left.
I'm called Mwine Kagame, and I'm a journalism scholar at Bishop Stuart University, Mbarara.
My name is Ainomi Cedric Diaz.
Yes.
A year 3 student doing journalism at a certain university in Mbarara. I am glad to be hosted here.
Okay, these are the people I'm with, and we are going to exhaust this topic, life experience at campus or at a university level. Most of you want to know what is always there at campus, what do students go through. First of all, gentlemen, I will start from Mwine Kagame. I would like you to explain to us how is, because people say life at campus is different from life in secondary. Is it true or it's false?
Thank you very much. Life at campus, there I may term it as something that is very different from secondary school life. Because I understand most of us passed through secondary schools, and all I know, you were always told about those differences.
Campus, things will be different.
That things will be different. You will enjoy life. But then all that I can say is that campus life is more complicated than the way we thought it was.
Okay.
Because we all understand that high school life, you are always subjected to directives. Unlike campus life, we are most of the times self-driven. There will be no one to run after you at campus.
You'll be free.
You'll be free. And part of welfare,
Okay.
I understand that is self-catered for.
Wait. You cater for yourself.
You cater for yourself even before your parent knows your life.
Mr. Derek Diaz,
Of course, life at campus is totally different.
we are specifically looking at universities in Western Uganda.
Yeah.
And people out there say that universities in Western Uganda, MUST and Bishop Stuart University and KIU Bushenyi, those are the most prominent ones in Western Uganda. They say people are more of vernacular than English. Is it true? And if so, why do you think it's like that?
Thank you very much, Mr. Kamanzi. When we speak about that word vernacular,
Vernacular, they are local language.
so something just comes into your mind. Vernacular, you just put a flash back to your roots,
Okay.
and then you first define the term vernacular. So in Western Uganda, the most prominent universities that we know, by the way, we have a variety.
We have a variety,
specifically
yeah.
those major three. But then all I think, I may put it into the distinction of Africans. We Africans, most of the times, we tend to look down on our very projects and look for those ones that aren't ours.
Okay.
But then part of campus life in these universities, first of all, there's a Nyankole saying. A Nyankole saying that Tine ken kubura mukamu ije murebe.
What is the relevance of
Well,
that?
I'm not understanding what is
Tine ken kubura mukamu ije murebe.
Meaning?
When we tend to see the word vernacular and then try to relate it to campus life, not everyone in campus is local.
Not everyone is local.
Not local.
Not everyone at campus is.
That's why you get to. By the way, you just look back into your high school. You had people used to write lyrics in their books at the back.
Lyrics of these international songs.
Right. We had people who used to mime these traditional songs, the Chamukongwiles.
Okay.
Then we also had those slay queens around school. Are you trying to see? So when you try to put something to vernacular, then that's where you will see people trying to group universities, and then most preferably you will see people saying that MUST is far better
Then,
other universities around Western.
because
And I think that's
that's not right.
it's not right, by the way.
But according to when you compare the two, because you know both.
I know both.
You know the two the best ones. It is Bishop Stewart University and MUST, and then KIU. When you
Yeah.
compare those three universities, which university has more of international students or students from different regions of Uganda and maybe abroad?
There I can stand and say
MUST has more.
it has more.
So meaning the communication, the mode of communication would preferably be English.
I understand. But then, I think you know the law of the giants. The law of the giants. So, university, everyone is allowed to do whatever he or she
You
wants.
speak the language you want.
The language you want.
What about in lectures? Do you speak the language you want?
For one to clearly understand.
So you mean at university you're free to use the language you
You're free
want?
to use the
so
language.
students in Western Uganda they feel like using their own language. It is the best way.
Because even in the fields
They
you
don't
will
want-
be in,
Okay.
it's not mandatory that every community you will move to, people will be understanding English.
Okay.
You must be multilinguistic.
Okay. So now let me go back to Derek Diaz. Derek Diaz, you are a university student.
Yeah.
You said you're doing journalism at a certain university in Mbarara. Maybe you will tell us as we go on. I wanted to ask you about do you commute or you stay in hostel?
I stay in a hostel.
You stay in a hostel. So my question goes like this: can you compare life when you're commuting with life when you are at hostel?
When you are commuting, and when we come to distance and the transport fares, it's totally hard and expensive in terms of expenses. Vis-a-vis to one residing in a hostel. Because when you are residing in a hostel, you may find that the distance from university to the hostel is walkable.
Maybe you're defending hostel because you stay in a hostel.
Not that. Even when we come to security,
Let us compare a student who stays in a hostel near campus and a student who stays at his or her home but also near campus. Let us not look at commuting as someone will be coming from far. No, let us see it as you are in a hostel but you stay near campus. You are at your home but it is also near campus. Let us look at that, Mr. Kagame.
For me, I think, by the way, I'm sure of what I'm speaking. I may not think,
Yeah.
because most preferably,
You don't want to think.
I don't want to think.
You're sure?
I'm very sure.
Okay.
Me personally, I would prefer commuting because at home, you may not face the challenges that are always faced by that one who lives in a hostel
When you're at home.
when you're at home.
Okay.
Because even part of the social amenities or service delivery may not be the same.
Okay.
It rationally differs. Because when you're at home, part of welfare, it is catered for.
When you're at home,
When you're at home,
part of welfare is catered for. So when you're at when you're at hostel, it is not.
it's also catered for. So you think people who live in hostels are the ones who want to always rely on Ginas and Matoke?
I think maybe it is the quick way, but there are some maybe because some students say they get their what they want. They get their beans or meat or what they cook and eat.
By the way, when you speak about meat, it kind of sounds fictional. Literally disagree with what Mr. Diaz is trying to put
but
across.
what I know you will disagree to agree.
Because when we go to reality, to vemo fantasy. When we go back to reality, there are rare cases where you find that a hostel is having a security guard.
A security guard.
Yes.
But the man says they have security guards and he's in hostels. He
I am not a marketer that I am
marketing
marketing,
hostels.
but what I talk is real.
Okay.
Okay, by the way, I may not disagree because me personally, my hostel experience was almost just for one semester.
You were also once in a hostel.
I was once just for one semester, but then security wise, there I disagree
Disagree.
Because when I try to see what happened
Mm.
when I was there at a certain hostel by then Kasingenge, we had a group of boys. So those people could just come back drunk at night, and then they could face off. So engage in fights.
Let me cut in here. At the hostel premises, the security is okay. Say the onus is on you.
As an
When you
individual.
jump and you go outside,
So are you trying to put across a debate?
the security is on you as a person.
So
But the
No,
owner
no,
of
no.
the hostel knows that my
that
clients are secure,
no.
which are in.
So what I see that is that you parties won't agree because one is saying because he's at hostel, you're commuting.
Right.
You see that as a better place, and this one sees this one as a better
By the-
place. I want us to see, to navigate the food choices of students at campus. Meals. I want us to talk about that. How do students feed? Let us look at that. We see both genders, girls, boys. How is it? How is it at campus?
By the way, at campus is a very different story. So being a different story, we shall always get to know that boys will be boys. Because all I know, there are certain circumstances where you can find that a boy can stand to sacrifice his 10k for half a kilogram of meat.
It is rare.
Very rare. Some percentage mbazo mu hoteli inabo kuzabe commando.
Yes, yes.
Aho nyeki ekinkwefasaiza ngira munonga ekikomando twakuza jjo mazima twakubayo emidala y'ebikomando kuruga gate ya BSU nankuza kwika around tokatambula ntambu ikumu tabugenda ba chapati tokatambula ntambu ikumu
Meaning akatare ni king market.
Market for chapats
It's high.
is high. Oko mwana tijangulye mwana bwena nateeka asa kushanga n'oruganka hari bajya ngo basindika emere mbasa kweza yonka ke bajenka next week konkomuza bakwirinka ka sente kojera kata ko kubanka kwera mu bintu byawe nko kurya so noreba twemera ku spending enkumi n'omurundu gumwe unoza kurya kamere kalya.
No, by the way, for example, at Bishop Stuart University, we have a guild canteen, we have restaurants in campus. So I see people there eating. Should I say these are students? Because I try to go there and the meals are expensive. So how do students manage that? And should we say it is catering for lecturers, maybe for rich students, because the prices are high?
So ekintu ky'emihendo mu guild canteen ya BSU nyobe bungi nishakuteekateeka ngo egyo canteen bakaba giteera oba lecturer and then someone wishes from the students.
The prices in the guild canteen and some other restaurants around there in campus, the prices are high. So because to a student buying food of 4K, lunch, supper, really, do you think these canteens are there to cater for students or some other group of people?
Of course, encourage catering students. The mihendo je kabe never regulated.
Okay. I tried to make some research. I see girls are the most people that eat from the guild canteen. If we have tried to why is it like that? Because boys are rare in the guild canteen and the girls are very
According
many.
to my survey, that after that morning lecture in the morning, just a limited number of boys go there.
Okay.
Konka ko kushoroka cyane nyuma ya campus ngaho hino muzigiti. Ari omucyana naguza cyayi ya bitano.
So
ari omucyana naguza cyayi ya bitano. Na mbogo. So noza kushanga ngo mukazi nomere yagura etaze yishatu. Akaziteka muri t-shirt za nizi. Cyane za kwaho hano shanga ine nabanda biza akagera batakabara gihe kibashanga. Because niyo think teka ngo mweji kare kati jengu natera omuze ntaze mbere rimbi omuze yemera yampa yo mutwaro Rwanda muni nkuruganya ninkuriye cyenyaza cyasenyika sanzo mu bizingandi.
I know, I wanted you to tell me why is it that girls are the most people who go to the good canteen and other restaurants around campus.
So these girls nkoko nanagambiro anyuma omukita kuza kushana n'omwojo at whatever cost.
Okay.
Because omwojo omukina azajira ataterera omushaija ninga omwojo ninga nango wabo nangu mabasa kumugera ngu katuza tutere nkumi itane za hato zirye omwojo tujya kandi akutwajya akutwa kungerero konko omwojo noino kutera haso aho nona ningama unasana kutera umka ogame mzee konka mzee kaweche kumpa yo mutwaro kwezo kwa wiri aze kutekereza kwente za rwire
So we want to look at leadership at university because from the secondaries we know prefects, the school council. So how is it different at university level, or it is still the same?
It can't be the same.
Or is it of value to that very person who is a leader?
Yeah. It's it had on his profile and on his income economic level, whereby a person that is on guild council.
You said income level. Are they paid?
Yeah, they are paid.
Okay.
Compared to Edgar's and the class counselors of high school. And,
who could only work for certificates.
So
100 certificates.
These people are paid.
But at university, when you were a leader, you are networking.
Okay.
Develops.
Okay.
You meet different people of different values with different opinions.
Do you encourage students to maybe engage in leadership politics at university?
Yeah, when they get a chance, let them go and exercise that.
Tell me, how do people pass at campus? What do they do to pass at campus? Do you need to put in more effort, or campus is okay to a student there who wants to join campus?
People succeed and others fail. And the rate of how people pass at campus
is high. People pass
high.
Excel, yeah.
People do excel, but then there is that number of people who fail. It's by the campus is not all about that so-called hard work. Some people joke around and pass.
They joke around and someone comes and
sometimes we always tend to see that passing at university is also determined by your pocket to some extent.
Okay.
Because I don't think that you will fail, get a retake when you have your money and someone will just have to put it there. Money talks.
No. Repeat that statement, like you can't fail when you have money at campus.
Yeah.
You can't get a retake when you have money.
When you have money.
You cannot get... No. I want you to be clear on this. You can't get a retake when you have money.
You can't get a retake when you have money. 7:30 already in campus. Did all the coursework.
Okay.
You have a retake. So should we say that people have more minds, or they have different cabins of brains in their heads? Someone who could be entertained to pass.
How are relationships and how far do they go? How deep are they at campus? Let us start with Kagame.
So at campus, we came with the ideology knowing that it's at campus where you get
what?
A marriage material or your suitor. But then to that extent, I think it's something not right.
Okay.
Because we have seen many circumstances where you find someone is having a girl from the first semester to the last, and then something very small puts them apart.
So they don't take long, they don't last for long.
Yeah, they don't last for long. And then the major relation that we have at campus, the relationship, it is that boyfriend, girlfriend stuff.
The major what?
The major relationship structure we have at campus
is boyfriend, girlfriend.
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
It's the major relationship.
The major.
Are you saying that because you don't have a girl here who can disagree with you?
No, like I told you earlier, we have these external competitors.
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 But of recent, people say that those competitors are the ones now taking over. We no longer have girl, boy, and student relationship.
Yeah, now we have the girl sugar daddy.
It is the one trending.
That's the trending one.
Also in Mbara, I thought it is only
Because
in
I don't think
Kampala.
that you can just come with your 2K to buy chips and someone brings KFC to table. How come
So,
with them?
no, are you trying to attack these people
I'm not trying to attack,
who, these men?
but then, by the way, some people always say that we try to force things.
So I want you to, estimate which percentage of, give us the percentage of girls who date those sugar daddies and girls who date these boyfriends.
So,
these fellow students,
sugar-
what's the percentage?
The sugar daddy percentage
Is,
part of relationship.
Yeah.
It's high.
It's high.
There I can just put it at around 75%.
The sugar daddy student relationship.
Yeah. So when you go to that part of 25, those ones with boyfriends.
But those ones with boyfriend that are
Yeah.
25. But nimpura ngu omushchabi chabo in most cases naba ine boyfriend. And then oshanga ine boyfriend but at the same time ine sugar daddy. And
Financial problems.
maybe ekintu tukirekera bichayo no bayija kuchegambira next time if you host them or you can exhaust it.
Part of exhausting it, I think it would most preferably be that we have someone to put about that.
Actually, at Bishop Stewart University, I'm told that you are going in for elections very soon. I want you to give us some hint about the elections at Bishop Stewart University. How do they be? What transpires, and how do people? Which leaders do people choose? What do they consider to choose leaders during the guild elections at Bishop Stewart University, Mr. Diaz?
Yeah, students normally consider eloquence and they are also usually followed by personal appearance.
Personal appearance and
Yeah.
eloquence, yeah.
Omuntu aspirant oriota,
Muribukot.
norebukota,
Okay.
physical appearance,
Okay.
then eloquence and how you attempt the questions posed to you.
Students ask for money. Bashabaseni.
Munonga
So-
kubanga nakugira twenye kumpa yakampa kubanga nabwe omubutege cyo oburegereho abinaterira kabusha tinde cyo bakuzire bakakurambagara zo musaba
That's what students say.
yeah.
So, Mr. Kagame, tell us about the elections at BSU.
Elections at BSU, the first thing that they consider is kale tunkamya unoza kwinjira marawo ino ibembeze nte kutugwa.
Okay.
So someone needs to be kind of bright, someone who brainstorms, has that quick question interpretation, someone who can risk, but then part of risk I can see that it's kind of fictional, a leader, someone who's not a stooge, who cannot easily be driven by other people's motives, someone who's self-driven
Okay.
and clearly emulates to do whatever thing it takes in whatever situation. Yeah, I think that is what they consider.
That
here.
is what they consider. And then to student side also,
To
that's
stu-
what they
no,
consider.
to the student side. Because even we have seen cases where someone can just bring 2 jerrycans of white to a lorry and people just flock there.
But you know that word white, people don't understand it. I want you to be direct on.
White?
So you mean, okay, me I understand it. It is wallage.
Yeah,
That's what
it
you
is
mean.
wallage.
So you mean students can even be driven by liquor? You give them liquor and they vote you?
Because I had seen it at some university in the recent elections, where someone brought his lorry, some good fuso, and 2 jerrycans.
Here in Western Uganda.
In Western Uganda, 2 jerrycans of white were loaded, and then by the time it reached evening, people were already off, and no one could just make a sound. And so what I think, when someone gets to his normal senses, someone will not be able to vote someone who never gave him anything.
Okay.
He will just say that, one appear a vibe,
Okay.
and will just bring others. to that side.
Okay.
By the way, university politics, they are losing meaning
Because of such things.
just because of such things.
Give your concluding remarks to the viewers out there, specifically to students at a university who have seen it as a challenge, who have seen a lot of challenges and they feel like giving up. Those who are in year one who are so challenged and they feel like university is so hard. We give them your concluding remarks, your advice to them, and maybe, okay, what you have for them before we cross.
The only simple thing that I can put across to the young boys and girls joining, all those ones who joined, those ones there, and the ones that are planning to come, oinekora n'amaani kaleka kuzaanazaana, olina okutawo omutima full stop.
All right, thank you Kagame. Mr. Diaz.
Yeah, my parting shot nokugira obabuza obunkuhereza abo bari ya campus abakubabenda kwe hamasona nabo batakizo ko ngaba kwenda kwizaho kuza campus or principled ukakipinga focus on the right track on then okaba dynamic and yeah.
Okay, thank you gentlemen, thank you for your time, thank you for discussing on Sport Media. The show is always share with Kamanzi. I'm always Kamanzi Edibert. Salute.